If your raised beds are starting to feel more like lifeless boxes than vibrant gardens, you're not alone. Every growing season our soil gives a little more of itself. Nutrients get drained, structure breaks down, and life disappears. Many gardeners turn to earthworms as a natural fix, but what if your soil is too far gone or you want faster, more targeted results? This guide is your lifeline. At Soil and Crop Central, we're diving deep into soil revival beyond worms. Practical, proven techniques that breathe vitality back into depleted beds and put you back in control of your garden's health. Start with a clear diagnosis. Before you can fix poor soil, you need to understand what went wrong. Overused raised beds often suffer from three main issues: nutrient depletion, compacted structure, and microbial collapse. If your plants are stunted, yellowing, or wilting with no pest in sight, you're likely dealing with nutrient loss. If water pools on the surface or drains too quickly, the structure's gone. And if you dig into the bed and find lifeless, dry, or overly clumpy soil, your microbial network is likely dead or dormant. A quick soil test will tell you where things stand, but even without one, the strategies here will work to reset and restore your growing space. Break the soil without breaking your back. Start by loosening the top 8 to 12 inches of soil with a garden fork, not a tiller. You don't want to shred what little structure might be left. Instead, aim to gently fracture compacted layers to let in air and water. Think of this as waking up the soil. If your beds are deeply compacted, you may need to double dig, but for most overused beds, a simple fork and fluff approach works wonders. This is also the time to remove any persistent roots, old mulch, or plant residue. We're resetting the bed, not burying last season's problems. Avoid overmixing. Disturbing the soil as little as possible while still allowing amendments to work is key. Rebuild soil structure with compost and biochar. Compost is your soil's best friend, but not just any compost. Use well-aged, mature compost that smells earthy, not sour. You'll want to add about 2 inches of compost over the entire surface, then gently mix it into the top 4 to 6 inches. This adds organic matter, feeds microbes, and, loosens the soil. Now here's where we elevate things: biochar. Unlike compost, biochar is stable carbon that stays in the soil for years. It improves soil structure, retains nutrients, and provides a permanent home for beneficial microbes. But biochar alone can be too aggressive, so it must be charged before applying. Here's a foolproof method. Mix 1 part biochar with 1 part compost or worm castings. Add 1 gallon of non-chlorinated water and 2 tablespoons of molasses. Mix thoroughly and let it sit for 5 to 7 days, stirring occasionally. This lets beneficial microbes colonize the biochar before it hits your soil. After that, apply about ½ an inch of this mix per square foot and gently incorporate it. Reignite microbial life with compost tea. Reviving soil life means repopulating it with beneficial microbes. And honestly, few things do this faster than compost tea. It's not just liquid compost, it's a microbial boost that transforms dead soil into a living ecosystem. Here's our go-to brew. In 1 gallon of dechlorinated water, mix 1 cup of high-quality compost or worm castings and 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses. You can add 1 teaspoon of liquid kelp or fish hydrolysate for an extra punch. Brew it with aeration using a simple aquarium bubbler for 24 to 36 hours. Water your beds deeply with this tea immediately after brewing. This inoculates your soil with living organisms, jump-starting decomposition and nutrient cycling. Feed your soil, not just your plants. Most gardeners focus on what plants need, but great soil comes from feeding the soil itself. That means using amendments that support microbial life rather than synthetic quick fixes. One of the best all-around options for reviving overused beds is alfalfa meal. Alfalfa meal contains nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and growth hormones that stimulate both microbes and plant roots. Apply ½ a cup per square foot, sprinkle it on top, and water it in. It breaks down over 1 to 2 weeks and, gives your soil a real jolt of activity. Other excellent options include seaweed meal for trace minerals, crab meal for chitin that stimulates beneficial fungi, and rock dust for long-term mineral balance. Just remember to apply amendments sparingly at first. You want to awaken the soil, not overwhelm it. Plant cover crops for natural recovery. If you're not actively growing a crop, don't leave your beds bare. Bare soil is dead soil. Instead, plant fast-growing cover crops that repair and protect. One of the best mixes for raised bed revival includes oats, crimson clover, and daikon radish. Together, they loosen compacted layers, fix nitrogen, and break pest cycles. Broadcast the seeds lightly, water well, and let them grow for 4 to 6 weeks. You can cut them down and leave the residue as mulch, or chop and drop them into the soil to decompose. Either way, they work like nature's green medicine. So, yeah, it's really important to maintain a living mulch layer in your raised beds. Once your raised beds start coming back to life, you'll want to protect that progress. Always keep your soil covered with a thin layer of mulch, about 1 to 2 inches of shredded straw, dry leaves, or aged wood chips. This keeps moisture in, prevents erosion, and continues feeding the microbes that are now thriving. Avoid thick layers that smother the soil or invite mold. Think of mulch as a breathable blanket for your raised beds. It shelters, nourishes, and supports the recovery process. So just remember to give it time and be consistent. Soil health doesn't return overnight, but you'll start seeing results within a few weeks if you stick with it. You might notice better water retention, a deeper color, and honestly, a richer smell. These are all signs that life is returning underground. Keep building on these foundations with every planting cycle, and your raised beds will grow stronger year after year. There's really no one miracle product or overnight fix, but the right combination of compost, biochar, microbial inoculants, natural amendments, and living cover will transform even the most exhausted bed into a soil powerhouse. Your garden deserves living soil, not just a growing medium. It's time we stop treating raised beds like containers and start treating them like ecosystems. With the methods you've learned here, you're not just adding nutrients. You're building a resilient, living soil web that works in harmony with your plants. Don't wait for the next season to start fresh. Start the revival today. Dig into the compost. Brew that tea, mix that biochar. Your soil is ready to come alive again, and your garden will thank you for it. If this guide sparked new ideas or helped you reclaim your garden's potential, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dive soil wisdom, and share this with a fellow gardener who needs to bring their raised beds back from the brink. At Soil and Crop Central, we're all about growing smarter, together. Let's keep the soil alive.